Now I'm going to go to the names of those who receive money from French Cameroon government. Now please share this show. Share this show. I want you to read far and wide. Far and wide. Now the Godfather will speak. I have received these names from 4 different sources. I have cross-checked from 5 different sources. And I can now boldly speak. And the names which I'm going to call, they have a right at any point in time to sue me in any court of law. I thought I could sit quiet. But I think it is time the people of Macedonia know who and who has gotten money from French Cameroon government. Now, let me begin with the blacklegs. The official blacklegs that you both know. He is the one who calls himself my country people them. This one, listen, that is why we must be very careful how we fight him. French Cameroon government has invested 15 million francs CFA paid to this one who calls himself my country people them in UK for doing what he is doing. To carry out video and audio propaganda, to expose our revolution, to use our words, our videos to attack us. And this money, 15 million francs CFA, it's coming from Felix Mbayu. Felix Mbayu is the minister delegate in charge of external relations at the Commonwealth. So I think I'm Bonji, Felix Mbayu, and Ngongo, these three people on a monthly basis, they contribute 15 million francs CFA and they give it to this one for himself, my country people. I don't have to set this foundation. But now, what about us? What about people in the revolution? People who call themselves Amazonians, people who call themselves activists. I will begin from down and I will go up. Felix Mbayu, I will use his words that he told me. Listen, these are his words, Felix Mbayu. Felix Mbayu is the minister delegate in charge of external relations at Commonwealth. Felix Mbayu, listen to what he said. Look at how he was laughing at these so-called leaders. He said, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. Yo, he said, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. And how much did Felix Mbayu give? One, Felix Mbayu gave $20,000 to Yannick Sikot. To Yannick Sikot. $20,000 to Yannick Sikot. Felix Mbayu. Number two, Nso Mfoncha, $20,000. If you times that money by maybe 700 francs CFA, you have it in thousands. Give me a minute. Let me convert it to CFA. It is good that people getting in CFA. $20,000 is 11 million francs CFA. That is what Yannick Sikot received from Felix Mbayu. Nso Mfoncha, $20,000. Approximately 11.3 million francs CFA. Nick Santos, $30,000. This is coming from Felix Mbayu, please. Felix Mbayu. That's about 16 million francs CFA. Nick Santos, $30,000. And I've heard Nick Santos trying to make political innuendos, trying to raise issue that he went to see people because I sent him. This is Nick Santos who used the so-called Restoration Council document, take the signature of his chairman, and share it. And the Restoration Council of Ayonji of Stabe of Yerima, since March, they have denounced him. So Nick Santos Santos on his own went and collected 30,000 US dollars. This money were given by the French Cameroon government so that these people will start speaking against us. So that they'll start using the money to fool upon Garazero. But unfortunately, these people are professional scammers and they ate the money. Now, the big news. Who received money from Felix Bayou again? Christopher Anu, the so-called Secretary of Communication in Sarko's government. I can now listen. My names are Mark Barata Bana. Today is the 26th of July in the year of our Lord 2020. I can now declare authoritatively that Christopher Anu receives more than 20,000 US dollars from Felix Bayou, who is the minister delegate in charge of external relations with the Commonwealth. And Felix Bayou, when he met Chris Anu and gave this money, he used the word, they have no dignity. They are just hungry. And we know that Chris Anu, who is the strong man, in fact, it is Chris Anu who is in charge of the PIG. Sarko is not in charge of the PIG. If Chris Anu speaks, Sarko bows. If Chris Anu speaks, all the county chairs of Sarko bows. If Chris Anu speaks, all the activists out there of PIG, they bow. They have no voice. Because Chris Anu has used his voice, has used his brother, who was former field marshal, who is now left with about 2 to 3 or 4 fighters, to delay. Chris Anu alone has collected money from 3 different sources.
Let me assure you, we know that we know. We know that we know. The people, other people in that list have taken money from La République du Cameroon. I mean everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I mean everybody. The Insox Funcha, the Yannick Sickles, and so on, all of them on that.
Chris Anu received more than 20,000 US dollars from Felix Bayou. So, Felix Bayou alone gave money to Chris Anu, to Nick Santos, to So Funcha, and to Yannick Sickles, plus my country people there. So this is a crew. This is a gang of people who receive money. Now, why will Chris Anu receive money from Felix Bayou? Why will he meet? Because he's as jobless in USA. He depends on his wife. He needs the money to feed, to pay ABC bills. Now, why will Chris Anu receive money and we are not seeing changes in the BNM? So these guys are for themselves. Now, number 2, who received money from Prime Minister John Bute? I can now declare, my names are Mark Barata Bala. Today is the 26th of July 2020. I can now, in my name, authoritatively declare that 4 individuals received money from Prime Minister John Bute. And this money came to Elvis Kometa, the chairman of the so-called Restoration Council. Kometa received 50,000 US dollars. Kometa received 50,000 US dollars. That's about 28 million francs CFA from Prime Minister John Bute. Now, John Bute was trying to meet these people for a talks. You know, and they all arranged that they will meet. But now, they collected this money, and what happened? They failed to meet the team of John Bute. So, these guys scammed John Bute and scammed Amazonia. Because Corvis Cometa received 50,000 US dollars from John Bute, Prime Minister of French Cameroon. They received money and they said they were going to meet him with some talks. They ran away. They ran away if you don't meet. So they scammed French Cameroon Prime Minister. And what happened? They scammed Amazonia because they never use the money on Garazero. They use it for themselves from one hotel to another. Now, this 50,000 US was shared between 4 people in the LCT. It was shared between 4 so-called leaders. Now, I'll say it again. My name is Ahmad Barata Bala. Today is the 26th of July, in the year of our Lord 2020. I can, in my name, authoritatively declare that Elvis Kometa, the chairman of the so-called Restoration Council of the Sakonet Group, received $50,000 from Prime Minister John Duterte of Languedoc, Cameroon. And this money was shared between 4. 1. Sako Ikome, the so-called president of the PIG. 2. Chris Anu. 3. Elvis Kometa. 4. Sebastian Bariku. Please, Sebastian Bariku, you have picture, please, put on the screen. Sebastian Bariku is a private secretary of Sako. In fact, he didn't want to know anything about my children. Arrest this guy, he will tell you. If you want to know anything about Sako, what happened, who Sako has met, arrest Sebastian Bariku, he will tell you. So, Sebastian Bariku, Elvis Kometa, Chris Anu, Sako, these people received ticket change of $50,000 and shared amongst themselves. They shared amongst themselves. They scam friends Cameroon that they will meet. They never met. Hey, they scam ambassador. They never use the money on the ground. They use it from one hotel to another. Fighters on ground zero. Do not fight and die for these thieves. These people who have the audacity to sit on screen and insult Ayapo opinion and insult Matongo. These are the people who go behind your back, they receive money, and they can even give you $5 when you say you have 10. Fight from Jamzo, hear my voice. This is Mark Barretta talking. This is the voice that got you out in 2016. This voice got you out in 2017. This voice has been with you. Now, if you hear my voice, please take actions against these thieves, these manipulators, these conspirators who will receive money from French Cameroon. Instead to use it to public institutions, they use it from hotels to hotels. They use it to bribe one fighter to kill another. So, Sebastian Bariku, Elvis Kometa, Chris Anu, Sako Ikome, both received $50,000 shared among themselves from Prime Minister of Cameroon. So you see, Chris Anu alone collected money from Prime Minister, Chris Anu alone collected money from Felix Mbayu, Chris Anu alone collected money from Colonel Banqui. And I can tell you that Chris Anu's sister in Yaoundé was arrested with huge amount of money. I cannot declare authoritatively with my own integrity that Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga collected $30,000 $30,000. That's about 16 million. Now, this was given from, it came from Colonel Echo from the Cameroon Security Intelligence. This money, he received $30,000. Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, he received that money. And so, fellow Amazonians, those are the people. Those are the names. This information, you can use them whatever you want to use. And I've said, I don't want to call these names, but when you attack them dirty, it is important to call. It's a game. It's a game for them. And that's why Funi could tell us yesterday that you have destroyed, you have disgraced the so-called and the front struggle, as it's called it, by fighting for money. Because Funi is in the system. He knows that he has not received money. He knows that they are all chicken-hearted. They are afraid. They can't even fly to Ghana to meet French Cameroon. But they can collect money to eat. And they will go and see and say that they will come for draft.